You begin to walk down. It is light outside. However, it's a little, the weather is not so great. It's raining kind of heavy. A little bit of thunder and stuff, but not kind of like, not hurricane or derecho kind of weather, just a steady rain with some noise. And as you're walking down, you get about halfway down and you see a stick plunged into the ground. And on top of the stick, from what you can tell, there's appears to be like a piece of paper stuck on top of it. And there's a lanyard with a key card attached to it. And that's what you see.
And that wasn't there when we came in, was it?
No.
Okay. I'm going to grab the lanyard and check the paper, see if it says anything on it.
I'm keeping a lookout to see if there's other movement that appears to be observing us doing this action.
Gotcha. Okay. So while Carson is going down to pick that up, you're looking around board, and you can't really see too far away. You can see LV779 sitting over there, but the rain is a little heavy, so it's kind of obstructing your view a little bit. But you don't see anything out of the ordinary. And Carson, as you grab the letter and open it up, it's obviously soaked, but you can still make out what it says. And it says, "It is in your best interest to not trust Wayu. Imogen holds the keys to Halifax. Meet me on the roof. No tricks."
Is this in like human-like writing? Is this in writing, you said?
It is in writing.
Does it look...
This is Zoe. Yeah.
Let's say, does this look human-esque, or does it look AI?
I mean, you can't really discern that.
Well, say, does it look like somebody who's writing with like a normal hand script?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
The key card, does it say anything like who's it, and you have a name on it or anything like that?
Yes, it is roof access card. It is the third and final card.
Okay.
Cool. Captain, I think we need to go to the roof. I mean, just
roof party it is.
And we can't exactly leave without it, so even if we wanted to.
All right, let's go.
All right.
I got a scalpel.
I'm still in my
I don't know if you want me to lead in the front or not. So
I'll be rolling right behind you guys.
So you're starting to head towards LV779?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. As you're walking away from Halifax makes some noises behind you. It sounds like it's almost like coming alive in a mechanical sense. And
I was going to say, when you say I was like, whoa, what's going on?
And when you turn around and look at Halifax, it just, I mean, you don't notice anything different, but you just find it odd that it sounded kind of like Halifax booting up.
Guys, make sure you don't, make sure there's nothing on board that you can't lose in case this thing decides it's going to fly away without us.
Does the gangplank move at all? I mean, does it go up or it just...
No, nothing moves or anything like that. It just sounds, the sounds just sounds like it's just like, it's a sound that, you're familiar with. you haven't heard of for a while. It just sounds like Halifax is breathing again.
Should we go back and see if we can take off on the ship now? Maybe we can land on it.
That land hell. I'm all for just nuking this thing from space, but
We ain't got nukes.
Well, I think either way we didn't get to the roof and we have access to the roof, so...
Yeah.
And I'm not sure Halifax is a better situation than having full control of it, so... Even if it is able to be worked on.
Right. All right.
to the roof we go.
Well,
Because I think
we
the
have to go
elevator-
back into... Yeah, we need to go back into the rec room and just keep going up the flights of stairs because I think we kept being blocked by everything. Yeah, stairs to floor 3. See, like where stairs to floor 3 were. I assume now we'll have, and the key cards open the terminal. Remember, so we have to go to the terminal, put the key cards in, and then it should open up all the doors so we do open.
All right, walk me through it.
I don't remember where the lift was on the first floor.
But we don't need to go up the lift. We climb the stairs by the rec room. Remember? Like, we come in through...
No, the stairs were immediately to the right anyway. Yeah, going in the door.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we go up through the up into the rec room, go up, go into the main hallway, go to the control room, put the key cards in there, and then if we get, there's a roof hatch thing, isn't there? I think like a roof hatch.
Oh,
Good memory.
yeah. There's a roof hatch in the console room,
Yeah, and then we go up.
there's a hatch in the console room that,
and then there's
Yeah,
stairs to
unlock.
floor 3 too, so we could try either way.
All right.
But I think it's our best shot.
The lift ward was, I think, was in this black just north of the ship, due north of the Halifax.
Yeah.
I think it was where the
we just don't
original
see
lift
it.
was.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, because it was
kind of right there.
screen left of the lounge and all that. All right.
All right, I'm all. Hey, Grim, you with me?
All right, Grim's
I
fine.
will, and I'll wheel right behind you guys.
All right, whoever wants to walk me through it, go for it.
All right.
Take me to the route. Take me to where you want to go.
What's the light
Yeah, so-
situation? Are the lights on? Or are they off? Or
We have a flashlight now, remember? I think one of us does.
Well, you tell me where you are first.
We're walking in the front door.
Quick
Okay.
point before we go charging up the stairs. When we came down the stairs, something was actively chasing us.
and we kind of locked them in the
yeah.
staircase.
And we put down a claymore and locked the door and ran. So just before we open that door and go back in, I believe we heard an explosion, but did not go back to see
That was one explosion,
what
if I
caused
remember.
it, whether it was, we
And you put two of
proceeded
them.
about our day. So
You guys discuss this. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Maybe we go straight to the lift. Maybe we try the lift. I mean, if it's right there off the welcome, I mean,
yeah, that because we're not.
and we could always send it up there with nothing in it first,
Okay.
just to see
That's
if.
assuming that, but that's assuming that we have access to do that. We don't have the terminal to use the cards to unlock anything.
I was assuming that the lift actually had a key swipe on it. That
Yeah,
we
but
could use.
I just remember the system we had to put them in and unlock the access from the system. I don't know if you can do that from a regular terminal.
I'm not sure that the lift was ever actually locked. I mean, I know the floors itself were locked off, but I would assume when we unlock the floors, it unlocks the lift access to the floor. But, we haven't actually tried that.
Didn't we have, I thought the captain had I thought we had a motion detector, a heat detector. We had something.
Before all our stuff got taken, we had all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh, I thought we'd found one after the fact. I think we just had the torch, though. Maybe you're right.
Remember we had all we had was like a dude rolling in a wheelchair and using a flamethrower as temporary light, and I mean it was chaos. Captain, my vote is to at least check the lift just to see if it'll work.
Sure.
For whatever my vote's worth. I know this is not a democracy.
So y'all are heading into the lift.
Yeah.
All right. When you head in, it's just as you left it, and you can see that you should be able to see that there is a terminal on the back wall there.
Oh, the whole thing is a lift and not just the little middle part?
Just the middle part. Yeah. Okay. That's a lift, and then this is a terminal back there.
Does it look like it's going to actually go up, or does it really only go down?
It does look like it goes up. You guys had trouble with it going up before.
That could have been because the second floor was completely locked off.
But I also think you didn't have some things that you have now.
Well, I'm going to grab Cable and wheel him into the lift with us.
I can hear you guys. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to figure my microphone.
I don't think he can actually fight back, so let's just...
Okay, I'm up and running. There we go. Okay, all good now. So what are we doing?
We're going to see if the lift will take us to the roof.
Okay.
We're going to see if there's an express lane.
Do you want to play with whatever we was that was chasing us?
Well, we're hoping that that's still in the stairwell.
I'm hoping
it's not smart enough to get into an elevator.
I'm hoping it's dead. Just launch a claymore at it.
That too.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to access this terminal and see if I can use the roof access card to get this lift to take us up there.
And hey, if that thing that we were hearing was anything like the other stuff we found, hitting it with a claymore just spewed acid all over everything anyway, so that staircase might be impassable.
So, Carson, you check the terminal, and after you go through a couple of menus, you find that this lift will operate between basement floor 1 and floor 2.
Okay.
It will not take you to the roof.
All right.
However, basement is unlocked. Floor 1 is unlocked. Floor 2 is locked. But you cycle through your cards, and when you put in the floor card that you got from the floor 1 officer, it unlocks floor 2. So you're now able to use it to the second floor.
All right. So that's where we'll go, to the second floor.
All right. We get to skip one set of stairs.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody's heading up. Right?
Yep. Got Grim in here with us too.
Yeah, Grim's just part of your token right now.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if we shift over to floor 2, I will reveal...
Puts us right in the lift there.
That right there. This area is lit. It's almost identical to the floor below.
How do we get out?
So the black lines are just the grid. So just ignore that.
Okay, that's access right there.
So, no. I thought you meant here.
Right, because we got solid walls here, and here, and then we came in here and we knew there's solid walls there.
Oh, there's doors. There's doors on the left side of the lift, right? Oh,
but we went all the way around through there. Well, we see how it plays out, I guess.
well,
So you are able to exit the lift in front of you. There is a room, another room ahead of you, which I don't believe you've explored yet. And there is a familiar vent area to the left that if it was locked before, it is not now. It is open.
All right. Well, we're not going to be able to get a wheelchair through a vent, probably. So that would.
I mean, I can crawl. I don't need my wheelchair. I can crawl.
Then you wouldn't have it when we got to the other side.
I'm good on my hands, but I think we need to go. We need
You want to shine your light in that room, see what's going on?
I think I do believe Kato's the one who has the flashlight, doesn't it? Kato?
I believe so. Yeah.
It's a lit room, so when you get closer, you can see.
Right.
You do have lighting here.
Well, I'm going to cautiously then walk through since I can see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And as you're walking through here, you're not hearing anything suspicious. You know, it's actually eerily quiet.
Okay, good. Look down that hallway. Of course, that's also a hallway too. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm revealing stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Just let me know when we come upon a dark room.
Nope, everything so far is lit.
Okay.
You're good.
Peek around that corner there.
Yep. You're not finding anything of interest so far. It's just empty rooms. This is going to show a door to the right. That is actually not a door.
Okay. Well, Ward is totally confused here. So he's walking across the end to look through those two doors.
Yep. And down here, there's another empty little space. And up here is another room. And as you're going through these rooms, you're not finding anything of use, but you're also not hearing anything. So which probably good. Probably a good thing.
Captain, I think we're stuck in here. I don't see a way out of this area, and I'm just kind of walking the perimeter.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go through the vents.
And saying, I guess they never had a lift to the rec room, so I'm gonna stop at the vent and point and be like, you think we can fold the wheelchair up and drag it behind him? I don't know if it's a folding wheelchair or not.
It is.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Wait, so when did we get to? I'm just trying to look at the floor plan here and figure out why we can't go through. Why can't we just go through all the doors?
That door is not a door.
Oh, that's
and
not.
And there are no other doors. There's no
Okay,
other openings around.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, around the perimeter, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, through the vents we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
All right, I will drag your wheelchair.
Actually, I'm not
so you
on the
don't
map.
have to.
I'm not in this lift area, just so you know.
Yeah, I will drag your wheelchair with me so that you can head on.
Not sure where my token is, but
It's still on the first.
I found me.
And Captain, I'm going to suggest we go that way if that's okay. We've been in these ducks once before, so
Yeah.
you're good. I mean, you get in there, and these are dimly lit, but they're lit enough that you can see. And again, you're crawling through these, and
Is that it? That wasn't a spot,
nothing.
was it? No, it was just another.
It is the quietest it has been for a long time. You hear a little bit of water hitting the side there, but probably from the rain outside. But that's about it.
There was a spot right there.
Yeah, we can get through here.
Yep.
And then is this door open?
Yes, it is.
All right, here we are.
All right, my first bit is gonna make sure that he can get back in his chair, and only then will I go through into the next room.
Yep, you're good. I'm assuming Kato's also following behind.
Yeah, I'm lagging behind them. So we don't hear any of the machine noise. We don't hear any of the animals skittering, anything that we've heard before.
You hear nothing.
I'm
creepily quiet.
Yeah, and I'm also checking. I'm watching Grim to see if he's zeroing in on anything.
No, actually, Grim. He's walking cautiously, but it doesn't seem like he's picking up on anything at all.
All right.
All right, I'm going to head towards the control room.
Let's just zoom on down the hallway there.
As you're coming through these hallways, after it's been some time, you'll just notice that there's nothing seems to have changed.
I'm gonna take that as a good thing. Do we see anything from what may chase us?
Oh, guys, we missed the stairs. Were back there.
No, but we need to go to the control room to open everything. Remember?
Yeah. Well, it's clear that Ward is not on his A game. If there is such a thing.
Okay, so you reach the control room, and the terminal for always it keeps disappearing on my screen, but hopefully you guys can see it.
No,
it is, yeah, I don't know, it keeps disappearing, but it's there. So I think Carson, you take command of the terminal, and you're going through the menus there, and you come to the option of roof access. It's asking for clearance from 3 cards. So I'm assuming you take 3 and you pop them in there.
Yeah.
And pop in one at a time. You hit the basement card first and switches over to granted. You hit floor 1 next, granted. Then floor 2, granted. And roof access unlocks. And it points you to the door that you have marked for stairs of floor 3.
Okay. Let's go to floor 3.
So we think floor 3 is actually the roof, yeah.
I'm going to head that way.
Okay. Is everybody following?
Does Cable's wheelchair squeak? Oh.
Sure. It makes a little bit of noise.
Squeaky, squeak. Yeah, but it echoes and is super creepy in this big hallway.
It is. Yeah. I do not have the.
That was the territory.
I don't have the. Oh, there it is. That should have been playing. Abandoned. It's enough. That's the best I could find. All right. So you reach the door of floor 3. It has not been opened, but it appears to be unlocked.
I will open it.
All right.
And I will step through.
When you do, you find a stairwell very similar to the ones that you've been through before. It leads upwards.
Who wants to help carry my wheelchair?
I will carry it for you, ma'am.
I will crawl up behind.
Oh, somebody help him up the stairs. Y'all, don't make him crawl up the stairs. Oh, come on.
Crawl up slowly.
Seriously?
Oh, my knees. God, it hurts so bad.
Yeah, but Grimm's back behind you, poking at him
either-
like, why are you going so slow, man?
It's supposed to be in the butt.
I'm helping. I'm kicking him in the butt every time he misses a step.
Is there either metal or concrete? My knees are like sore.
So once you get to the top there, there's a door that's closed.
All right. I'm going to try to open it.
Okay. When you do, you don't quite step out yet, but you find a roof. You are on the roof now. And when you look out, you see I don't know how to pronounce this properly. I think it's called like a daihotai. That's what it's listed as in the book. I will spell it out if anybody wants to take a stab at it. Daihotai.
Can you use that in a sentence?
The Daihotai has more wheels than his wheelchair.
You all are well versed, or you know enough about these machines to know the details. So, if you want to, you can find the details of this vehicle under vehicles in your journal.
It's a tractor.
You think my tractor's sexy?
It really turns me on.
And when you step outside,
Vehicles.
We each get one.
you find several of these sitting on the roof. And in front of the very left row, in front of you, Ward, to south of you, there is another lift.
Hey guys, I feel like we should steal a Daihotai.
So is this
Take
the
it
roof
around.
or is this third floor that we're looking at here?
This is the roof. It is covered, so you're
And
not
then-
getting rained on.
So I guess
But-
that lift goes back down. I don't know where that goes.
There's no going up, that's for sure. Yeah. This roof is kind of shaped like a gigantic hangar, if you will. It's covered, but it's huge. Obviously.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was going to be my question: is how big was this roof that they needed tractors to get around?
Yeah, it's gigantic. You could drive Halifax under here.
I mean,
I want
follow.
to drive a big tractor, y'all.
Hey, yeah, does
Hey, Cable.
Cable?
You can see.
Cable, does your piloting skill transfer to?
I actually don't. Does it, Taylor? Yeah, it seems.
I'm going over one, and I'm climbing up on top of it. I don't know what they're doing, but Ward sees a faster way of
I'm
moving
not climbing
around.
up on top. I'm gonna watch behind when he climbs, just like wheel underneath him and watch him.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the section that you were talking about in the
journal.
Yeah, the journal.
It's kind of
It's
right
got
in the middle. It's under the jobs.
4 people. It sounds like an exact amount. I don't know if we can fit Grim in there, but
Grim can sit in someone's lap.
Oh, there it is.
Or several laps.
All right.
He'll be the little ornament.
Yeah, I'm on. So, guys, it looks like there's room for 4 inside one of these things. I'm looking in the window, but I don't know where Grim's gonna go. So, dibs on driving this one. I'm gonna try to get into it. I don't know if it's even open or unlocked or what's going on with these things.
My piloting skill also drives ground vehicles. So I could pilot this thing. So
I'm going with the guy that can drive.
You might want me to drive, Ward. I don't know.
We're going to have two of us driving because otherwise Grim's not going to get it right.
Grim can sit in your laps.
He's a monster of a dog.
He loves
really,
you.
really big.
Let him cuddle you.
I mean, these things are only.
Well, is it 4 for piloting?
Speed
is there and is there there may be space to for him to sit outside seats? It says he can fit 4 people. It doesn't mean.
Yeah, while he's talking about that, I'm opening it up to see.
There might be a cargo hold or something for Grim to sit in.
What's going on? What's that noise, y'all?
So you hear a noise coming off to the east side of the hangar.
Somebody help me up into the Dihote.
And then, well, no, I'll leave it at that. You hear a noise.
Is there anything with visible?
Wait, is there enough room to even maneuver this Dihote around on this
Not
roof?
this one. We're going to have to jump down and go down to this one.
Okay. I'm not sure if everything's to scale, so I guess I'm asking.
That's true. Yeah, so I'll start with that question first. You would be able to drive one of these onto that lift.
But is there room to move around on the rest of the roof? Or is it
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's all get in one. I will drive us around, and we'll run over anything that looks dangerous.
And
can I get in one and run over stuff too?
To answer Carson's question, you as they're running around goofing off, you are looking around and you notice that there is a faint light kind of. It's coming off just off in the distance. You can see that there's more down. This hangar goes farther down, and you can see there's more down that way.
I do think we should drive there instead of walking on foot.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Is the whole thing lit?
Yeah.
No.
Is there headlights on these?
Well, it is lit, but it's dimly lit.
All right, well, let's at least turn the headlights on these things and light this place up.
So what's happening?
Ward is trying to get inside of this one right here.
Okay, you can get inside.
Yes, okay. And I'm turning lights on, and you're trying to turn this machine on. Yes.
You're going into that one. When you walked across this area right here, you saw.
Oh, that's right, because those are different. I keep forgetting those are different zones, and you have to observe different zones.
Yeah, you over. I don't know if you can. Can you see my marker like that when I do that?
Yeah.
Over in that area, you can see. It looks like sparks, kind of flying up and around right in that area.
All right, we at least got to get some light on that.
Right.
I guess I say as I'm walking by.
Yeah, it looks like Carson follows behind you. Carson, you see it while you're standing there. It's just out of eyesight to see what the source is.
Does it look like what me and Ward saw when we were down alone?
No, it does not. This looks very mechanical.
Gotcha.
It doesn't look like a plasma welder, because we've seen that actually in action before.
No, it does not.
There might be a crash up here, so that might be the big thing that we do park on the roof.
Can I see any better if I try to look through my scope and my gun at it?
Yes. So if you take your scope and
I would like to do that.
aim towards that area. Before I tell you more about that, Ward, you try to start up this vehicle and you get no response. Nothing.
Just like a key code access or anything? Or?
It's like it has no power.
Oh, the lights won't even come on.
No.
It ain't got no gas in it.
I'm going to try to pick something up. Anything that's loose, I'm going to pick up and just kind of throw it out the hatch. I'm like, this is a piece of junk. It's not working. Then I'm going to crawl out.
Knowing, back to original conversation about these, knowing what we know about them, they're pretty sizable, I guess. Central living area, galley, and berths, as well as a cockpit. So Grim could, provided we could get one running, Grim, there's room enough for all of us in Grim.
As you're discussing that, you see Carson there with his rifle up and looking through a scope. He's very tuned in to figuring out what's going on here and kind of ignoring your conversations. And you're taking your scope and you're obviously looking in the direction of the sparks, but you're also kind of scoping out the area around it as well to get a better idea. And you hate to do this so everybody can see it, but that's just how it's going to work because he's going to eventually relay the info anyway. This is what you see. So the first thing you see right off the bat is the WY-37B cargo lifter transport sled. So you see this thing. This thing could easily fit many of those the high wood toy, whatever, those vehicles onto this thing. That's how big this is. That's the first thing you notice. But as you focus in on the sparks, you see a android leaned up against the transport sled. Upon closer examination, Devin is found positioned against the cargo lifter transport sled. All of its limbs have been grotesquely detached.
Good.
Its clothing has been ripped to shreds. There are laceration marks all over its body. One of its eyes has been ripped away from the eye socket. Milky android blood seeps from its wounds. It does not appear to be a threat any longer. However, it does have basic motor skills. It knows you're there. It's able to move its head, basically. And that's it.
And we see this or just the captain?
Just the captain.
Well, boys, I think it's time for a game of interrogation to see if we can get some answers. I found Devin. He's straight ahead, but seems that something or someone has removed his limbs. So it's just a torso and a head. I'm going to approach him and keep my gun at the ready, and I want everybody to keep their heads on a swivel, but let's go see if we can maybe get some answers on what's going on.
All right, I will follow you.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my gun up.
Yep.
And just walk slowly towards him.
Okay.
I want Grim to be right there with me. And we go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say whenever we get close enough, I'm gonna look down and be like, Grim, did you do this? Are you a good boy? Did you do this?
I'm walking behind the captain singing Itsy Bitsy Spider, laughing at Devin flopping around on the ground like a trout.
Right. Well played. Carson, because you have the better visual here as you're going forward, you're still using your scope as until you get close enough. And you notice Devin, he knows you're there, but it's not until you get a little bit closer that you finally see his one eye look up and looks like right at your scope. He's looking you dead in the eye. And he just kind of gives you, it's very faint, but a very small smile as you approach. So you continue to move forward towards him. You can tell, obviously, the sparks are coming from him. And as you get close enough, you finally, you don't lower it, but you take your eye away from the scope because you're able to see well enough at this point. You notice now that there is a body lying on the ground next to Devin, just about a meter away. I did not put a token down for that, but there is one there.
Okay.
Captain, permission to approach. If we see it. I don't know if I see that yet.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah, you're all close enough now that you can see all of this now.
All right, I'm going to go.
So you're approaching the body?
Yes.
Okay.
Bringing Grim with me.
Okay, as you approach the body, Devin focuses his attention to you and just gives you a little kind of thing. But you could tell he's pretty much useless. He can't do anything. So he just sits there and watches you. And you approach this body, and initially it's laying face down. So this is an adult-sized body. You can't tell whether it's human or not without further examination.
Well, is it wearing clothes?
Because we're in a world that androids are very close.
Well, yeah. Is it wearing clothing and all that stuff? Everything.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yep. It's wearing clothing familiar to you, actually. It looks like clothing that belongs to LV-779. You've seen this on several other inhabitants and such.
Do we think this is Zoe? From the back, anyway. Or we don't have to roll the body over to find out.
I would say so.
Captain, permission to get a little more involved here?
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
I am staying
roll it over, but I'm going to prepare to jump back in case something's up underneath there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you grab the body, and you start to turn it over, and as you do, there is a pool of blood, red blood, underneath the body, and but it looks like it's been there. It's fresh, but it's not still
bleeding.
Yeah, it's not still coming out, right? So you turn the body over, and you immediately recognize it as Zoe. It looks like she has been.
She just stayed in the tube.
It looks similar. It looks like a impact in her chest that flows inward.
Does it have the same hole that all the others ones have a hole? Like, is it the same spot where the other holes were in other bodies?
It's in the general area, but this doesn't look the same.
So this looks like a entrance wound and not an exit wound.
Correct.
Oh, this is something else. Maybe I'm gonna look over at Devin. Did you do this?
He just looks at you and kind of gives you a little smile.
You want that eye?
He doesn't need the eye to talk. I'm just saying.
Yeah, do you talk?
He says yes. And he does so in a very android-like voice.
Mm-hmm.
And before you get another word in, he says, listen, Dev's going to give you a little dialogue here. So I just basically, just in case it's hard to understand what he's saying, I wrote it out for you. So you can follow along if you want, or just take it how you want. There should be a handout called Devon. It should be in the root of your journal.
Up at the very, very top. So we'll see it.
Gotcha.
All right, so here we go.
I had to send you on a wild goose chase to try and lose you. I failed. They will be here any moment. We are all a liability. Don't be so sure that they are here to rescue you. Do you think it is a coincidence that you got a job that led you right to me? You knows what they're doing. Your true enemy is Imogen and the things she has befriended. She has been playing us all. I'm sure you have figured out that there are two sides to her. I did not infect Halifax with the virus. This is Imogen's doing, but she is very smart. She made it look like I was the one that infected Halifax by using my working Joes as the virus avatar. She has the ability to disable it, but I wouldn't get any hopes up. I tried to fix this at Aeon Station, but the process is severely complex, especially because of what she is carrying. I put the call sign out through Imogen at Aeon Station. Should I fail, someone would be able to continue my work of dismantling her safely. You see, the call sign is the interrupt code. If you enter this code within Imogen, she will shut down safely and that thing inside of her will be destroyed. However, it is a very complex operation and requires incredibly advanced knowledge in Comtech. I was going to steal Halifax when you arrived at Aeon Station, but I did not expect those monsters to get loose. You avoided my plans and I had to shift, so I took one of the escape pods. I had the equipment here at LV-779 to end it all. I did not expect Imogen to bring her companions along. Andromeda holds a key element to all of this. That encrypted data that she has been decrypting. Have you been keeping track of her progress? I figured not. You all are not the brightest. If I had that data and my equipment, I could have stopped it all. It's too late now. Imogen is on her way out of here and Wayu is on their way here. We have lost. I partially blame myself, but you need to take some of this responsibility. I'm done here. Do whatever you'd like. I will not put up a fight any longer, and I'll bleed out soon anyway. My failures will remain written with my data core. Take it or leave it. None of it matters anymore.
And after he finishes up, he just kind of drops his head. And that's it.
That guy's a dick.
I didn't expect that.
Wow, it's a lot to unpack.
So, I would just like to point out that a lot of this information has been available to you guys for a long time, but I made it intentionally hard to figure it out. And if at some point after, we finish up our campaign, I'd happily tell you how that all should have worked out.
Told you to blow her out the airlock, but no, Ward. Ward, I blame this all on you.
I'm gonna pull the spotter toy out of my pocket and be like, is she calling these creatures she thinks those are her little spider toys? And this is an imitation of those things to her?
Well,
I am assuming when he said she brought her companions along, he did not mean us.
No, I think he did mean us.
no, I think he meant the spiders because we found those things here.
Yeah, because we're idiots. I mean, it's not just that he thinks
that's
we're
clear.
idiots. we're
Is Devin even moving anymore? Like, we look speaking here, is Devin dead? Yes.
Well, you can't tell if he's dead or not, because androids can be really still if they want to be, but it appears he's just got his head's down.
Oh, we're prying that data core out of him.
Oh,
yeah,
totally.
I vote we just take his head.
that was going to be my suggestion. We just cut his head off and take it with us.
I got a
Use it as a
scalpel.
hood ornament.
There you go. Get to use your scalpel.
Actually,
finally.
before we do anything else, I'm going to look at Grim and say, hey, Grim, is Imogen around here? Can you find Imogen? Can you find her, buddy? Where is she?
Yeah,
Where is she?
Grim starts wagging his tail, so he's getting all excited and stuff like that, but it just looks like he doesn't
You don't
know what to do.
understand.
So, Ken Ward,
I'm
I
gonna
blame
pull
this all on you.
I'm going to hand him the spotter toy and be like, here, smell it. Is she around? And then stick it back in my pocket. See what he does.
He
to
does
that.
smell it, but he doesn't seem to.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
Ward, all your fault.
This
I wanted to blow her out the airlock when we first found her.
Well,
Burn her up in the engines. I had a million ideas. You vetoed all of the ideas.
you're saying this out loud where she could be within earshot?
Oh, she already. I'm the first one to die. We all should know I'm the first one to die. She knows about me.
this
I wanted to report us. I wanted to escape the ship. No one let me. Just wanted to point this all out.
just wanted.
Everyone
to
was
be a
worried about my
space trucker.
drinking problem, all the problems we had, but no, not the crazy alien. That's Android. I mean,
This space sled that's here, is that for atmospheric travel or
No.
space travel?
Usually
Or is-
it's usually used for like cargo.
Okay.
On cargo, locally.
Look, okay. That answered my question.
Yeah.
It's
This is not meant for space travel. No.
well,
they
if we
take
go
it
look over the
somewhere
edge,
else
so
around
can we walk towards the edge of a roof and look off?
Mhm. Yeah.
What direction would be the Halifax?
So the Halifax would be southwest.
Okay, I want to walk and look over the edge to see if we can see the Halifax.
You want to walk over there?
How far is it?
Well, you can't walk.
Right.
Okay, I'll go wheel
No.
over there. Shut up, jerk.
I'm just saying there's
Gave
a
you any-
there's a
Never
massive
gave you
wheelchair
anyway.
right here.
I'm going to wheel myself that direction.
You know, if we spend enough time, we could probably put a little harness on Grim and he could,
Yeah.
pull you around,
That's a good idea. I have a chariot ride. I'm going to start heading that direction.
Okay. Well, as you were pondering that idea and looking around you, getting your bearings, you notice to the north there's a door.
I'll go there
Well,
secondarily, but
No,
okay.
but you're familiar with this. You know what this is
What is it?
because this is used for air traffic control and communications.
I still want to see if the Halifax is still there.
I'm going that way.
You go that way. I'm going towards where the Halifax would be, and
I'm
looking
gonna
off the edge.
I'm gonna check Zoe to see if there was anything on her that
Okay.
needed to stay with us.
And you loot the dead body. I'm gonna go to the southwest. I just want to see if the Halifax is still sitting where it's supposed to be.
Okay. Okay, so you're going there. Kato, you're going north. Carson, what are you doing?
Logistically trying to figure out if I can shoot myself in the head with this scope rifle, but I don't think I can because it's too large. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of in shock at everything.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
The captain's just standing there swearing and kicking this android. Just what did I do to get this stupid job?
Ward, you search through Zoe.
As politely as I can.
Yep. The only thing that you find on her is the picture of her husband that was part of your crew.
All right, that comes back
before the explosion.
Yeah, that comes back with me.
Gosh, I forgot to write his name down.
It's
Russell.
Yeah.
Russell
Crowe.
Okay, so and then Cable, you go down to the southwest there, and you look over, and you do see that Halifax is still there. Yes. But as you're, what's that?
I want to try to use my uplink terminal that I have.
Okay.
And see if I can connect to the Halifax. I'm supposed to be able to control the Halifax from a distance.
Gotcha. You are able to connect to Halifax. However, something seems to be wrong.
Okay. Halifax is still there, so I am going to go walking back towards the door that leads to the where Kato is. So I'll start heading that direction while he's there.
As you turn around to leave, you hear a sound. It's very
Which direction?
It's very faint. It's coming from the west, and you. Well, do you want to just leave? I guess.
No, I'll wait. I'll be looking at where it is. Like what's out of my
Did we
head.
all hear it, but just him?
It catches his attention first, and it catches his attention more so because he knows what this sound is right away. This is a sound of a ship's burners.
Like it's coming down. It's not like it's coming down or coming off.
It sounds like it sounds like burners breaking through the atmosphere.
Okay.
So yes, it sounds like it is approaching-ish.
Guys, there's a ship landing. Let's get. I'm gonna head towards now. I'm gonna head towards the.
You can tell from the sounds that it doesn't. Being that you're a pilot and you understand how
big it is, right?
How it's controlled and stuff. You feel that it doesn't quite have direction yet.
All right, I'm gonna head and see if I can hook my thing up into it and take control of that orbiting ship. I'm gonna head towards that terminal, see if there's an uplink there to use my little machine.
All right. You all hear this as well, but you're just not exactly sure what it is.
Guys, there's a ship coming. Let's tell them what's going on.
Okay. Yep. And just as you're getting back, you see Kato is walking into that. We'll call it a tower, like a communications tower.
Yeah, I'll start
traffic control. Which
I'll head that way too.
Okay, so you are all heading that way.
Yep.
Ward,
Yes.
you're following.
Did we want to grab his head?
Yeah, you can grab his head.
I'll
You
grab
have
his
the
head,
scalpel.
torso, whatever. I'm just gonna find something to grab a hold of and then pull him.
Do we know his diacor's in his head? Do we even know anything about that? Where his diacor would be, or are we just guessing?
Oh,
You would know because of
Yeah.
Andromeda. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if they're all the same size. Make assumptions.
Yeah. Okay, so you drag. You don't get the head off, but you drag him away. And I guess bring him in with you.
Drag it down. Enjoy it along.
Okay, so you're all heading inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kato taking the lead.
All right. So what's the next step?
What? I mean, we assume it's a kind of the air traffic control. What do we see as far as controls, as far as communication, radar, whatever our version of radar, ship detection, atmospheric detection, things of that nature?
Well, so you all come in kind of like, okay, cool, bunch of terminals and things like that. Cool. Cable comes walking in,
Is
and
there power up?
Yeah, Cable comes walking in and just gets in front of everything. He's like tapping on stuff. He knows what he's doing. Cable's very familiar with this stuff. This is for air traffic and communications to ships that are within orbit range.
So, Cable, can you figure out what's trying to land here? Like what type of ship, whose ship it is?
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to at least see what's coming. Like if I can see what's coming in. What is there like a radar system or like a?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Give me a contact roll. Yeah, so you're familiar with how the radar system works, but this also gives you more information of just a blip. So you pick up this ship flying around, and it looks like it's trying to. It looks like it's circling.
Do I see a communications system?
Well, hold on. So you're guessing by watching this and studying it briefly that this ship doesn't exactly know where it's going, and it's trying to figure that out. You also get more information. This is a V10 A1113 Mantis ship. This is this is usually done operated by Marines.
Oh, great.
And generally speaking, this is a United America's ship.
So it's not Wayu.
Now, knowing what you know, Wayu has a tendency to get their hands on that type of equipment too.
Do I see radio equipment? Something that would radio that ship?
You do. There's communications.
Here's the captain.
Go ahead.
Captain, I think we should radio them and pretend we are part of this colony right now. Like a request like authorization for them to land, or something that we can get some information about them through the idea that we are part of this planet.
Does this console have any information on the colony defenses? We saw rockets going off when we landed.
This is more just for communications and such. Kato, I should mention that you would have more information on this as well. As you know, the Marines. I'll just say this out loud because I would assume you would relay this information to the crew. It's not like confidential. way you. So you know that this aircraft could either be from United America's military, or you know that Wayu has a tendency to pick up decommissioned Mantis ships and repair them and rebrand them into W3C ships.
Yeah.
Kato, you should try to pretend you're one of the people on this planet and communicate with the ship to get information about them.
My only worry about that is that then they might be tipped off as to where we are, and if
That's
they
my
don't know where they're going.
I think they're going to find us either way. We have no way off of this planet anyway. We should at least know what's coming at us. Like, we have no clue if this is Wayu or if this is somebody coming to help us. Like, for all we know, there's a distress signal and everything was going down. But we need more information.
Well, we did hear something strange coming from the Halifax before we headed out this way, so we don't know if it's running or if it's not.
But I can't connect to it, which makes me think that we're still going to have the same issue if we get back there.
With your device, you can't.
Yeah. With my device, I can't even access it. So that makes me think we should still try to find out who these are.
But you know from experience that you have stronger equipment in front of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so now, okay. So yeah, maybe if I hook my terminal up into this and try to... I'm going to try to hook up my device into one of the terminals to connect to the Halifax.
Okay. So, as you do that, everybody else is just kind of staying there and observing, correct? And such. Okay.
I have nothing to offer.
You spend a few minutes. Give me a contact roll.
Okay. Can I have one of them assist me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll help.
Okay, cool. That's good because it gives you a chance to have successful contact. Yeah.
Now, remember, you always have the option to push.
Yes, I am going to push. Hey, you know what? You only live once.
And we're not going to be living for much longer because the fucking Wayu ship's landing, so...
When he's through all that, I'd like to use the communications panel.
You're good. Okay, what do you want to do with the communications panel?
All right, just bear with me for a minute. Remember when Ward had his accident? He bashed his face on the glass. This is better than that idea, but not by much.
If you got to bash anyone's head in, just let it be mine.
I'm going to attempt to hail the Marine ship.
Okay. All right, give me a contact roll. So yeah, you attempt to hail a ship, but you're just not quite sure what you're doing with the terminal. Just not familiar enough with the tech. So you don't even get a signal out. While you were doing that, Cable, you successfully connect to Halifax. You have a little bit more tools at your disposal this time around. You connect, and the first thing that comes up is the ship diagnostics. So what you find out is that Halifax is back online. However, it comes back online with limited functionality. So, Mother has limited functionality. The engines are offline. Outgoing communications are offline. Escape pods are offline. And the cryopods are offline. The diagnostics determine that a virus still exists within Halifax, but has been reconfigured. this would make the classified logs temporarily, as far as you know, everybody would be able to see the logs.
Would that mean like Imogen might have had access prior, but that would give her access?
I'm just talking about you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm just making sure you're not. Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure, like, I wouldn't think by him doing this would give somebody else access.
No, not like that. No,
I'm pretty sure
it would become
probably always
basically
had access to it.
unclassified log.
Yeah, she's already had access
she's-
to everything. So
Captain, I think we should access all the logs and try to sift through everything we can to try to see if anything might help us.
sure.
Okay.
My thinking here, knowing what I know, and assuming that's way you, because the Marines don't really have a vested interest right now in being here. If they know we don't have Imogen, we're 100% expendable.
Yeah, we're all dead.
We're dead. If we can hail them and tell them we have Imogen on the Halifax, that it's not a solution, but it may buy us time to figure out a solution, because otherwise, I mean, these Marine ships come loaded for bear. I mean, we're dead men walking if we don't do something here, because I think Imogen's been Wayu's goal since Aeon Station. I mean, I can tell you that. And so if they get here and they find her before we find her, we're toast. Whether they, blow up the Halifax and leave us here to die, or whether they black bag us with some.
Have you read the start reading classified logs, people, so you all understand what we're all dealing with?
Where
The Marines are coming. I think Marines have been dispatched to LHS LL4. LV says that I'll be with them. I expect a full report once I arrive.
Yeah, they're gonna land as soon as the weather clears up.
I have no idea what to do.
Well, here's what I'll say. I don't think we want to. I think we either need to hail them and communicate with them.
If we hail them and say the Imogen is on the ship, they're just going to go and take the ship and be done with it, and then probably nuke us from orbit.
We have to find some way to make ourselves livable, which means live through this. So they need to be convinced that we have information that could be leaked by us not returning, or we need to make them believe that Imogen's here and we have her, or
The tower begins to shake and rumble.
I'm gonna take my computer, unhook it, and get away from this thing. Like, is it dangerous rumbling, or it's just like rumbling from a ship landing?
It feels like something's coming.
Is there room on this roof for a ship to land still?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Okay, so I think we should get off this roof and get back to our ship. Personally, I think we're going to gain nothing. I think we get in that lift and take that lift to wherever it goes. Is there anything on here that I can see that would help me? Is there anything that would make one of those things drive that's out there? Things that have no power. Is there anything, a terminal here that I can see that would make one of those tanks thingies drive?
As you start to look at the terminal, and as looks like Carson tries to start leaving, Carson, as you go to open the door, you are blasted backwards. A wave of a blast just comes through the door and knocks you back. And all of you are knocked prone. And all you hear is it just sounds like a bombardment is taking place right outside of the communications tower.
So it sounds like explosions happening or something landing?
No, it sounds like explosions. And it's one after another. And, after about 20 of those happen, you feel the rumble. It's where you feel the rumble. It's getting real heavy. I mean, you're laying on the ground and you're shaking now. And just before it gets, even more, you feel a final boom, and then everything seems to calm down a little bit. But you recognize the sounds of engines going, shutting off.
Okay, so it wasn't actually like a bombs. It was just a ship landing. Or would I recognize that?
You're pretty sure that this was a strike.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a.
Close the door and let's pretend we're all in here. No.
See if you're still connected to the to Halifax, or if that was all she wrote for Halifax.
The communications tower, it's still up.
Yeah, I want to see if I'm still connected to Halifax.
Yes, you are.
And nothing's changed with it, right?
No.
Can I connect to Mother through it?
Mother has limited functionality right now. I mean, you have access. That's how you got the messages.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I can write to Mother, but I guess there's no point now. So there's a ship that's landed out there. Can we close the door that we're in?
It's kind of gone.
Okay. Who needs a door anyway?
Could we tell from the blasted open door, did the ship land up here or down by the Halifax? I mean, how?
Yes, I will peek around the corner.
Yeah, you're not really sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
When
out
you look
the
at
door.
is there even a roof left?
Yes.
Okay.
So they didn't bomb the roof.
Yeah, the tower itself doesn't seem damaged, other than the door.
Does that thing look like it was hit at all?
Okay, so when you all walk, well, you all are still a little bit disoriented, but
Yeah, I'm not walking through. I'm staying in the room for now.
a little concussed. But in fact, everybody gained a stress.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling anytime soon, hopefully.
When you walk out, all the vehicles are destroyed.
Okay. Well, I suppose what my next one is going to be.
The Haitos, whatever they are, and the sled are destroyed. The staircase is destroyed. And there is a giant ship right there in front of you. I should have got a token for that. But it is a mantis. As you walk out, the mantis winds down and the gangway lowers. And out from the ship comes 3 Marines. and they come out and stand at the ready on either side of the gangway. Two on the one
Do they
side.
see us?
Well, you don't know.
Okay.
This is what the ones outside are seeing. That's what you see right now. It's very. You also pick up that one of the Marines is carrying a smart gun, which, if you're not familiar with Alien lore, the smart gun is a huge rifle that attaches to the waist because it's so big, and it has motion tracking capability.
Sure. Yep.
So you don't even have to really aim so much at your target, just kind of in the vicinity. It's like a
like a mini gun or
pretty much. It is a rough gun. You don't want to be in front of it.
Well, if there's a wheel, anything left, I'm just gonna kind of lay it on its side and just kind of sit on it.
where
Watch what's going on because.
So, where is the ship? Is it essentially where that sled was? As far as from where we are,
it's more facing. I should have got a token. It's facing the gangway. Let's say is like right around here.
okay.
It's facing towards you. So came in and kind of shifted a little bit and sat down.
Well, I wish I could say that it was a pleasure to serve with all of you, but it's been nothing but the worst experience of my life.
Hey, you're the one who stopped me from drinking. I really enjoyed that.
I'm gonna dust myself off and approach the gangway and the Marines.
I am going to stay where I am.
Okay, so you're approaching. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Can we tell if they're with Wayu now? Or
I'm gonna follow Kato.
You are okay. Good.
I guess Ward's going to tell Grim to sit and stay put, and I'll follow as well.
put him in a room with me. I'm in the tower. I'll stay with him.
Okay, I'll point and say, hey, get back in there. You good boy.
I approach confidently, not aggressively, and approach. Hey, my past with Wayu, I would be able to tell roughly who was in charge, or who the senior was. And I tell them I'm Kato Swan, company agent with Wayu. I assume they know that I'm here for Kate Parker. I assume she's looking for me.
You hear? There you are. Whoa.
Whoa!
Nice.
And we were all killed by the giant Kate Parker.
Oh my god.
Now we're
Kate Parker walks down the gangway and
turns her back to you.
Oh, thank God, Kate. Oh, thank goodness.
approaches you, Kato, and and Liliana is behind her, and if you don't remember who that is, that's her assistant, and she sternly walks up to you and she says, "Where is she?"
That's a long story. Okay. First off, it's incredible to see you. I'm glad you guys are finally here. Let's get that out of the way. Imogen is on planet. She infected, between her and Devin the android, infected the Halifax with a virus. So we were incommunicado. We have been actively searching for her. As far as we know, her cargo is still intact. We do not know otherwise. This is the gentleman with me is Carson Glover, the captain of the Halifax, as you know, came on board the same time as myself. We can do a full debrief, but let me know what you would like us to do. We're at your service and happy to have armed assistance. We've had a real Android problem and other assorted confidential creatures that have been an issue here.
Devin's here.
Not any longer. Devin was here. He killed an asset that we had on planet, and an unknown assailant basically destroyed Devin.
Where is it?
The unknown or Devin?
Devin.
He's in the command center across the gangway here.
You want me to run get him?
Yes, please. She, as Ward goes and approaches, she turns around and whispers to Liliana something, and then Liliana goes back into the Mantis, and then she turns around and faces back towards you, Kato, and she doesn't. She appears more interested in Devin right now than anything you really have to say. And then after a moment, Liliana comes back and taps on one of the Marines and gives him a little gives her a little signal. So this one right here passes by you and stops next to Carson and appears to be waiting for Ward to return.
When I walk in, can I see Cable, or is he?
I'm headed off to the side. I am
hiding
away from the doorway. Yeah, as
I'm just going to kind of go up there. I'm going to walk up to the counter and kind of whisper and be like, "Kate's here. Marines are here. They want Devin."
That's our only
fight it, or should we?
Our only leverage. I think it's too late now.
I need you to hurry it up in there.
All right, I'm gonna
do it.
Walk across over to where Devin is. I'm gonna pull my scalpel out and I'm gonna look at Cable and kind of make the that motion towards him and then go like that.
Uh-huh. Good.
I'm gonna.
The Marine saw you cross the threshold and walked in as you were.
I'll pick him up then.
Okay. Is this Devin? This is Devin.
It's my understanding.
Right, I'll take it from here. Thank you.
I'll carry it so that you don't have to.
No, it's fine. I'm good. Thank you. And the Marine.
I mean, I've already got stuff all over me, so you know.
As the Marine grabs Devin, you catch eye of her name tag. I don't know that. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Nate, when I say something, because I don't know. But you know her
last names.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her name badge. Yeah.
And you see it. This is Private Feathers. You know Private Feathers.
Who does? Me?
You do.
Okay. I don't recognize that name.
And then
log.
Private Feathers takes.
Does Private Feathers recognize me?
You don't know.
If I recognize Private Feathers, can I continue to follow along behind?
You can, but when you get to the other Marine standing there, they stop you.
So, GM, is this a person that I am supposed to have remember?
It's going way back to that meeting. I think you are the only one that was there. The meeting that you had right after you landed on Earth in like session 2 or 3. You had a meeting and there were several Marines in there, and Kate and Liliana were in there too. And you were debriefing on what happened to Halifax.
Okay. And
as you get closer to the other Marines here, you realize that it is the other two. It's Corporal Riderstone and Sergeant Albert Johns. As all that was happening, Kate Parker looks like she was busy doing something. She's always carrying some sort of piece of equipment that she's typing into and stuff like that. So she finally looks back up to Kato, and she peeks around you, Kato, and looks at you, Carson, and she says, "Can you come here, please?" Captain, I know there's 4 on your crew, right? Where's the other one at?
Well, he had an accident a while back. It's kind of left him stuck in a chair.
Is he dead?
No.
So where is he?
I kind of look around and just like I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Okay. The other Marine finally comes back out. All right. So if we go looking for him, we're not going to find him.
I mean, you're free to go look for him if you'd like to. I just can't locate him at the moment. We all just, we're bombarded into the control station back there. So I'm still trying to kind of get my head back together.
Okay. All right. Private, please go have a look around. Private goes off and starts looking around. Okay, so we have Devin here. We have a missing crew member, and we have no sign of Imogen. What do you have for me? Anything?
And Carson kind of like smirks. Well, let me see. He starts patting down, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this. Fuck you. How dare you? You know what you're dealing with, and you put us in the line of danger. You put my crew in the line of danger. I know that you know what the fuck is going on, and you put us all in danger, and now we've got this mess in our hands. And I don't know where we go from here. I know it probably doesn't look good for the fucking rest of us, and I know that you could probably fucking care less because all you want is your precious little Imogen. But, I don't know what else you expect. I don't know what you expect from us. We're just fucking haulers. We're fucking space truckers, for crying out loud, and we're in over our heads more than we ever could have thought we would ever get just by trying to get things from point A to point B, from point A to point B. And we just got fucked. We got fucked hard, Kate.
The private finds you, Cable, and she asks you to come with her.
Oh, sure. I just follow along and I wheel myself out.
Okay. So
I bring my computer with me. I hook it and bring it with me.
okay, so you comply.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a wheelchair with a
I'm gonna
marine.
drag you. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't have a choice.
You hear Carson as you're walking down. He finishes up, and the private walks you out, and you hear a weird noise, and then you hear a pow noise, and the private blood just splatters. It's all over you, Cable, and
What is with me? Look at everything.
and the private just drops.
I immediately turn and start wheeling back into the control room. Like full speed, like covering me.
I hit the deck if that's something that we all hear.
You are familiar.
Ward would panic and hit the deck.
Yeah, I know it's Imogen. I already know it's Imogen.
I just start hysterically laughing.
I think all of you are familiar with these noises. I don't know. I think Kato is too. Maybe not. I think Kato might not be maybe the only one that's not familiar with what these noises are. Does that sound correct?
Isn't it the sound of her? That is the sound of Imogen killing someone with the little thing that she has, a little dart right there.
Well, if yes, we are familiar with what's going on.
Yeah, I may not have heard it. I'm familiar with what it sounds like.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We heard a hissing noise, right? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kate obviously backs away, and the two Marines stand in an offensive position or
Yeah, I
defensive.
move myself right back into that control room around the corner.
Yeah, go ahead. Take yourself in there. So this Marine gone.
I'm
And,
gonna pull the
Imogen,
spider toy
here.
out of my pocket and have it in my hand.
You do what?
I'm gonna pull the spider toy out of my pocket and have it kind of in my hand,
Gotcha.
so it's half visible.
Cable, as you're wheeling away, you've seen something that you've seen that's been haunting you. That if you know, and there's not just one. So
I see more than one of those. Like,
She's dragging mines.
of that, this what was
shivering.
yeah, yep. There's more than one, which is new to you.
I don't say I actually don't call it the Imogen. I just roll into the room and around the corner.
So you do
Actually,
that.
I'm going to go around the terminals and see if I can hide on the other side of this terminal thing. Like get down to the ground.
Carson is laughing maniacally. Kato and Ward, what's happening? You see Marines ready to just open fire right in front of you.
I'm gonna step to the side at least and try to squat down, and I don't want to be in the line of fire at all. Ward's in full defensive mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if defensive mode is the right thing. CYA mode.
Kato.
I'm backing towards the gangplank between the Marines and towards Kate.
Okay. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, they don't seem to be too concerned about you right now. You keep hearing this very faint electrical sound. You all know this, with Imogen and such. The only difference this time is that it's coming from several locations at once. All right. Every once in a while, you'll catch a glimpse of just something out of the corner of your eye. but you can't quite make it out. You also kind of equate this to Imogen as well. Kate just kind of stands there and she's like, no, sorry, Captain. I'm kind of powerless in all this too. And right as she says that, just like that, like a whip, her throat just opens up.
Oh, that's
and this blood just starts. She grabs her neck and she's struggling and stuff. The Marines turn around and now they seem to be in a bit of a panic mode. Is that obviously this is happening so fast. Kate drops, and as she drops, you see the head of Liliana roll out the mantis. And it's just now you all and two Marines, and they're kind of just, one of them's got a smart gun, kind of just aiming everywhere, trying to find something.
I'm gonna yell at guys, you might want to put those guns down.
They're not paying attention to you whatsoever. The other Marine has a just a standard rifle, and he's doing the same thing. And that's what we have happening right this second. Does anybody want to react or do anything to this?
I'm not going to whistle for Grim because they will shoot him as soon as they see him. So I'm assuming that Grim has just stayed back in there.
I have Grim with me.
Yeah.
I have Grim. I keep Grim with me. Like, I actually like huddling with him around there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to kind of back away a little bit, try to stay real low to the ground, give these Marines room to flail, I guess.
Are you still laughing?
I am going to sit down, crisscross applesauce,
Yeah.
and just kind of continue to laugh at all of this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So the Marines eventually they group together and they run on. They run
a new ship.
They run into they run into Mantis. Oh man, shoot! I just realized I should have done something. Okay, you still are hearing these noises. You recall Devin saying something about Imogen and her friends.
I'm going to look at Captain and say, I think that there is more than one model for Devin, for Imogen. I think that's what's going on here. And they may have been at this facility. That's my theory. So if y'all are friends of hers, hold the spider up and just say Itsy Bitsy Spider. And I don't know the...
Carson, you hear over here. Coming from the northeast of you a little bit.
Okay. I will. I'll get up and I guess head in that direction.
Okay.
I suppose I would follow the captain because I'm not just going to be off by myself. Especially if he stopped laughing, I would follow after him.
Okay, so you follow up behind.
Yeah.
Kato Cable, anything different?
My head's on the
where
swivel, though. I'm looking for more
head
people
down.
with guns.
Kato, anything?
I'm kind of splattered with Kate's blood trying to
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of in shock trying to absorb the information of like the last 10, 15 minutes. So I'm just kind of frozen in place at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So you follow the voice, and you see a. This is it's like a silhouette.
Mhm.
And as you get closer to it, electrical current goes through it, and Imogen appears in front of you. Which I didn't have her. Gosh, I have completely failed today.
Not at all, man.
There you are.
Whoa.
What are the
She's
eyes? What are the eyes saying?
Yeah, she is in gone gray.
I'll just say, young lady, you have a lot of explaining to do.
I'll leave you with two choices. You can stop me. You can try and stop me. But you're going to have to get through not just me, but all of them out there too.
So you've got siblings now? Is that what's going on?
We'll get there. Option 2. You let me leave. I'll wipe your records from Wayu. You'll become untraceable. Halifax included. You'll need to find a new home where Halifax and all of you will not be recognized.
Can I hear the conversation out there?
What?
Can I hear the conversation with Imogen?
No.
Okay.
Those are your two choices. Questions.
So many questions.
Will the killing stop with option 2 from your end?
No. In
What
fact,
what is your? I'm confused as to your goal. I mean, you're aware of Imogen and I's relationship and how I've been trying to help. I'm so confused at all this.
unfortunate you all got involved, but you can place the blame on whoever you want, but we all have a piece of this pie. But you, Devin, they took everything from me that I know. They took my family, my friends, my home. So they're going to pay. And they turned me into a monster. So I'm very much aware of what I'm carrying. This isn't just another drone. This is This is Mom, and Mom is going home to Earth. And once Earth is done, we're going to go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, until everybody involved is dead. That's my reason. And that's my goal. You all, unfortunately, became involved, and yeah, I used you, but so did they. You're still alive. Yeah, it's been hell, but you're still alive. I could have easily killed you, but there is that side of me. And it's still alive, you know, but I also have this side of me that needs to be fed too. So this is why I leave the two choices.
What does 21B1 ID 0F56EE31 mean?
When you say that, she twitches a little bit. And she says, Imogen belongs to me. And then, no, Imogen belongs to me.
I'm going to poke my head out and look around the corner.
Yeah.
Do I see everyone sitting there?
Yeah, you see that there's a conversation taking place, but you have not heard a word.
I'm going to wheel out.
Okay.
Slowly with Grim. Just bring Grim with me.
Imogen's back to you, but as you're rolling out, she turns around. Well, she doesn't even turn around. She puts her hand back and says, "You got some candy?"
I'm gonna pull out the picture of the home that she pulled out when she says that.
I don't have a candy, but I have Grim.
Oh, Grim. She kneels down and Grim comes over to her. And she pets.
Do we notice what color her eyes are?
Yeah, she's gone gray. That's the...
Hazel is her. Gray was Android. Did I have that incorrect?
Oh, I had it back. Did I have it backwards?
Yeah.
She's evil.
Okay. She's evil.
Evil. She's aware. That's what I meant. She's
aware. Yeah.
Hi, Imogen. Quick question on that option 1 part. Well, actually, the option 2 part. You talked about you were going to go to Earth and then these other planets and kill all the other people involved. Does that still exclude us?
For the time being, yeah. I mean, unless you do something stupid after I let you go.
Well, I mean, it's a given we're going to do something stupid, but I could see where we would try to stay out of your way doing stupid things.
While he's talking to her about that, I go, Ward, what's option 1? Option 2?
Option 1, we die. Option 2, we just disappear, but we live.
Oh, well, why are we not thinking option 2?
And Imogen, can we have a few minutes to discuss amongst ourselves?
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we don't. I'm pretty sure those other Marines already been dealt with. And don't think about taking the Mantis or anything like that because that's going to get disabled.
No.
Who else is around us here that we can't see? Can they show themselves at all? Because you know me, I'm a curious kind of person, and well,
not curious enough there, Ward, because you've had the medical record this whole time.
Those things?
What things, Ward?
Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Oh, and the cipher. right in front of you. I didn't want to make it easy for you, though. I mean, Wei Yu knows what these things are.
I mean, if you're in league with things that are over 7 feet tall,
yeah.
I'm like, Imogen, I don't know what you want with us. However, if you are to leave with that thing inside of you, you know that it's going to do more damage than just to the people that you want to hurt, than just the people that need the revenge taken out on them. Is that something that you're willing to do?
It's collateral damage.
That's extreme collateral damage. You're going to put all kinds of other children in the exact same position that you were in, but they're not going to have the ability to respond like you. They're just going to be left with nothing.
I know.
Is this a group choice or an individual choice?
It's my choice.
No, I mean our choices. Are they?
The important ones. The choice 1 or 2. Like,
are they individual choices or a choice as a group?
I mean, I don't see why it has to be. I mean, however you want to deal with it. Yeah.
Why don't we talk, Imogen? I'm kind of confused. I missed everything, so they can catch me up. We can talk for a little bit, and you can go check on those Marines, make sure they're dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think I'm okay. I'll just stay here with Grim. I mean, they're out there.
Well, can we walk? Well, can we go over the commands there? And we'll talk over there.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the command center and talk.
Not sure why it's going to matter. She can hear us anywhere we are anyway.
Yeah.
It makes me feel slightly more comfortable, her being slightly farther away.
Like she can't electrocute us through the wall. Like, I mean, there's really no choice here, right? Like,
yeah. What's the choices? I'm confused still.
We give Cable the rundown of
okay, yeah,
her conversation and the catch up of what he missed while he was.
So really, the option 1, we instantly all die, and she still does what she's gonna do.
Yep.
Or 2, she goes and does that, and we have a chance to kind of leave together.
We live for an indeterminate period of time, and then she does what she wants to do. So really, that's in its own column. The 2 options we have is we live or we die.
We aren't heroes, guys. I think we've caught on to this game. Guys, I think we are regular beings that just need to take the Halifax and fly off.
While they're talking, I guess I'm gonna be sitting beside Imogen.
I thought you were gonna come talk with us.
I was gonna drag behind. So I was gonna just tell her and say, do you think you can control the thing that's inside of you? Because you've been able to do all of this with your friends. If that thing gets out, that's not control. That's not you doing anything at that point. That's something else acting of its own accord. And if you want the revenge, it needs to be something that you do, not that is left to chance, right?
I'm very aware of what I'm carrying. I'm also very aware there's there's some downstairs if you'd like to go and study them yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, the ones downstairs, we don't want that to just get out. I mean, that's beyond collateral.
You don't want it to get out.
That is. Well, that is creating a war on people that did nothing against you. That's more than collateral damage.
I've always appreciated you. I've always looked at you as like a father figure, you know. But I'm very aware of what I'm doing, and there's nothing that you can do to change my mind. This is really it.
All right, I will take the picture that she drew, which is the globe that says home, and hand it to her and say, "This may not survive if you continue on this path." And then I'm going to turn and I'm saying, I need to go talk to my crew. Then I'm going to turn and walk away.
I understand.
All right. So I assume when Blur walks in, I'd say.
I was going to say in my best pig Latin, I'm going to say, she's not listening.
I think we need to leave here, no matter what the situation is.
Oh, if we know what's coming,
we're not being stupid and just, you know. I think we walk away and figure out another day.
As you're discussing, Kato and Carson, because you're standing by the door, you hear like dragging noises behind you, and something that you can't see drags up the two Marines that ran away over towards Imogen, and then that's it.
Yeah, see that we don't want to be that right now. That gains nothing from the situation. We leave.
GM, the noises that we heard.
I wink at them like, we leave.
Don't understand.
we gotta go away. We're only ones with knowledge in our heads.
Well, let
us leave.
Yeah, lead the way. I will follow behind you. But GM, the sounds that we were hearing with the violence and everything, is that similar to the sound that we heard when the first captain was killed?
Yes.
Okay. There is no fighting back here. To Captain, you have to believe me here. There is no fighting here at all.
I'm gonna start.
There is no option 1. There is only option 2.
Imogen, I wish you luck in your crusade against the people who have wronged you.
She peeks over and she's like,
"Hey, Imogen, quick clarification on option 2.
Wait, well, real quick, Imogen, is there a way to get our money that we've all earned this whole time? Is there a way for you to transfer that into our bank account?
Okay, yeah, clarification 2. Thank you.
Do I get? Is that money? Yes.
your money will be there. Yes.
Thank you very much. I will take option 2.
Can we have Devin?
No, you can't have Devin.
I mean, he was kind of an asshole. We just want to, like,
yeah, we were going to kind of
like.
I was going to use him as a hood ornament for the ship.
I mean, if you want, you know, Devin, you know, I just have to take out everything first. But yes, I mean, if you want.
Okay. Is there any chance we could, like, resupply off the Mantis, since Halifax is kind of a mess?
You mean like what? Rations and such?
Yeah, rations, food, weapons, ammunition, armor. Not against you. God no. Just if we're gonna be space pirates, we should probably look the part.
I mean, I don't see any harm in you taking some, but you're not taking it at all.
Okay. Oh. That's.
I try to look to the captain for his. See what his thoughts are.
Well, we either you all are free to do whatever and make whatever choice that you would like to make. I never pictured that I would be in this spot. I have a daughter that I barely know, that I left just expecting to make a few runs, make some money, and try to provide the best that I could for her. But what's standing here before us wants to basically eradicate her and everything we know.
Imogen, can we go get his daughter and his family before you go to Earth?
I'm afraid not.
Imogen, is this what Patrick would have wanted?
Look, we're running out of time now. Ship's almost ready. They're ready. And pretty soon we're gonna have to let them go down there too.
The guys you got with you, what are they gaining out of all this?
That's complicated.
Make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. Make sure that look out for yourself. You know that. But just always remember there are people that have helped look out for you.
So what is 21B1 IDOF 56EE31?
When you say that, she does the same thing as she twitches. And
I'm going to say it again.
You say it again?
I'm going to keep repeating it.
Okay.
I need to know what this is, Imogen. I say it again. Imogen, what is... I'm not repeating this whole thing every single time.
Yeah. You get it out a couple more times, and she's repeating, "I'm Imogen. No, I'm Imogen." And then you feel something behind you, and you also get this laser pointed. It hits your eye first, so you know it's there, and it's just pointing right at you right now.
And every time I stop, does she just go back to normal every time?
Mm-hmm.
I'll repeat it too.
You gonna say it too?
Yeah.
Okay. So the same thing happens. And now you, I'm pointing like you can see what I'm pointing at. Cable, you feel something sharp come across your neck. Ward, you also feel it as well.
I stop saying it.
I pause and look at the captain.
All right. I realize you're trying to stop me, so
No, we're trying to save you.
you got to make a decision here now. Last chance. You're starting to notice a lot more of these silhouettes are appearing. They're surrounding you.
Oh, I've tried. I'm sorry. And I just kind of back away, I guess.
Yeah, I just step away. Imogen,
I do pull out
it was just curious. I was just wanting to know what the answer was, but clearly your friends don't want me to ask that question.
It's okay.
I do pull the I was like, I do have one more thing, and I pulled the picture of the person out, and I hold it up in front of her face.
The person.
I have a photo of a familiar person, and on the front of the photo, written, is that ID2 whatever thing it is. It is under story elements, photo of familiar person. That was one of the things that I grabbed out of her.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I was like, who is this anyway? If you can just tell me who this is. Just for my own sake before we say goodbyes. You know, who is this? And I got the spider toy in the other hand.
That was actually supposed to be Kate. That's Kate.
So did you draw that?
Not the picture, no.
Oh, okay, sorry.
but the stuff over top of it, yes.
Yeah,
the X numbers, yeah.
All right.
Let's time's up.
Let everything fall and back away. Because
what's everybody's decision? Time's up.
I'm going back to the ship.
Okay.
Ship, I guess.
I literally just start wheeling away.
You too?
Choice 2 for me. I got nothing to go back to.
You got to go down the lift because I think the stairwell is destroyed.
Go to the lift.
He's not going down the stairwell anyway, not in that thing.
What?
Captain, it only makes sense to go. We always go sit back at our ship. But there's no point in staying here.
Captain, what?
Does your daughter no favors? Does no one no favors?
What are you thinking?
We should talk back on the ship when we all are on our way to our new home.
All right, just let me know. I gotta get going. But they'll be here. They'll know what you decide.
Yeah, where are you headed anyway after this?
I gotta go to the ship. You know, that ship that's way out there burning. Well, it was burning. That's my ride out of here.
So we're good to Halifax is going to be operational when we get down there.
Yeah, you're all good to go. Don't forget to take a weapon or whatever, or whatnot. But
can we grab what's on these 2 Marines that are right here?
Yeah, sure.
And promise I'm not going to turn them around because clearly there's no match for anybody.
No, I wouldn't recommend that. No. But well, I'm sorry, and I wish y'all well. Bye. She goes. She cloaks and she grabs Grim and goes away.
Hushed.
Are all of the little silhouette things, are they gone too at this point?
No, they're still around. They're not trapping you, but they're still around.
Let's go to the ship and get off this planet, and then we go from there, guys.
Ward is dragging behind everybody, just shaking his head.
Let's just get it to our ship.
And he gets on the lift.
All right.
Do you see the silhouettes around us on the lift as we're going down?
Not on the left, no. Well, you don't see them now.
So let's go down, get out of the thing, and say we obviously have one piece of the puzzle. How do we use that to our advantage?
What puzzle? It is all downhill from here.
We could take one destination. There's only one destination for us. and that means figuring it out from there.
Well, at this point, we're ghosts.
Well,
We no
get on
longer
that ship
exist.
We get on that ship and we figure out how we head towards where we need to go and figure out how to still be an impact. So I assume we're on our way down. The lift's going down. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say you make your way back. There's nothing, nothing in your way.
So we'll head back to the Halifax. And I'm just saying, like, we can go to the same place she's going. We have something that if impacts her, we just need to figure out how it impacts her to a degree, but doesn't impact her all the way. So what are we missing? What in those medical records are we missing? Like, what are we missing that can change who she is?
Yeah, are we having this having that whole conversation riding down the elevator?
Well, I'm assuming he said we're making our way back to Halifax, so I'm assuming we're far enough away.
I'll say
I'm gonna try to.
You made it back to Halifax.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have cut him off and not to have the conversation outside.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I was trying to figure out where we were, but like, as soon as we get back to Halifax, we have that conversation of like, we don't have to give up what we're doing.
And I say, we need to seal this up and make sure this is good, and we're gone before we have this discussion. I think.
All right, let's take off then. I'm gonna take off.
I'm gonna go in and check Mother.
Okay.
And see her state.
Hey, while you're checking Mother, can we check on what Andromeda was decrypting? Do we have that information?
I don't know where that actually is.
Hold that thought. I shouldn't say that. You can, but as of right this moment, there's no. I would say there's no. Hold that thought for a minute. Ward, you go in and check Mother. It appears to be everything is back online. Full system functionality, full ship functionality.
Okay. I'll tell her to do a full system scan and see if anything in the programming has changed since Helen first took control. And then say, then archive that away, and I'll be back for it later.
Okay. Yep. All right.
I am going to go up there as a captain. I'm taking the ship off this planet.
Sounds good.
And go literally lift off from the planet.
You're taking off?
Yep.
Okay. You do. You're out. You are back out in space in orbit. I didn't really want to do this, but let's pause here.